My name is Lin, and I'm a girl living in Vietnam. In this channel, I want to share my daily life with you. Maybe through my videos, you can see Vietnam from a different perspective. Not only the busy cities or tourist places, but also the simple and peaceful life. I quit my job, and with a small amount of savings from before, I decided to slow down and explore life in a different way. At the moment, I live on around $250 per month. So today, I want to show you what my life looks like here in the Vietnamese countryside. This is the room I rent in Dak Lak province, in the central highlands of Vietnam. The rent is around $135 per month. The room is made mostly of wood, with a traditional tile roof. In the past, Vietnamese people often built houses with wood, bamboo, or clay tiles like this. Nowadays, most houses are built with bricks and cement, because they are stronger and more modern. So houses like this are becoming more rare. For me, I really love the quiet and rustic feeling of this place. When I found this room, I immediately liked it. Of course, it also has some disadvantages. Because the walls are made from wooden boards, there are small gaps between them. So the room is not completely closed, and the soundproofing is not as good as modern houses. And compared to concrete houses, it is not as durable. But at the same time, it gives me a feeling of freedom. I feel closer to nature here. The air moves through the room. I can hear the birds outside, the wind, the rain, and sometimes insects at night. It feels simple, open, and alive. There are also more modern rooms here, if someone wants more comfort and privacy. So if you ever want to experience countryside life in Vietnam, there are different choices for different people. My meals are usually very simple. I try to eat a lot of vegetables and home-cooked food. Today, I cooked stir-fried pumpkin leaves with garlic and fried eggs with onion. In Vietnam, we often eat the young leaves and tips of the pumpkin plant. When stir-fried with garlic, it tastes really fresh and delicious. For the eggs, I usually fry them with onions, because the onion makes the eggs smell better and more fragrant. The food is simple, but honestly, I feel healthier eating like this. My food expenses are around $115 per month. In countryside markets, things are usually cheaper than in big cities. Meals like this are affordable, but at the same time, they often feel fresher and healthier than packaged food. In front of my house, there is a small, quiet road. There are not many vehicles here, so every afternoon, I like to go for a walk. One of the reasons I quit my job was because I started feeling tired of life in Ho Chi Minh City. For me, the city sometimes feels too crowded and noisy. There are too many motorbikes, too much traffic, and not enough quiet space. I realized that I feel happier in peaceful places like this. Like wide open spaces, green trees, cleaner air, and slower days. On both sides of the road, you can see farms owned by local people. Farmers here grow black pepper, avocado, coffee, durian, and macadamia trees. Usually, they plant many different kinds of trees together. Then, during different seasons, they harvest different crops to earn money. People here try to make full use of the rich land. Sometimes when I walk past these farms, I imagine having a small garden like this in the future. A quiet place to grow plants, cook food, and live a simple life. In the afternoon, I also ride my bicycle to the main road nearby. Along the road, there are many small family shops. People often sell things right in front of their houses.
Yeah.
I really like this feeling. Everything feels small, local, and personal. And tonight, I'm eating a Vietnamese dish called nem chao. It is made from pork skin and pork fat. In Vietnam, this dish is often eaten as a drinking snack. Men usually eat it while drinking beer or alcohol together. I don't drink alcohol, so I just eat it by itself. Normally, we wrap it with fig leaves and other local herbs, then dip it in fish sauce with garlic and chili. The leaves taste a little bitter, while the filling is rich and fatty, and the fish sauce adds salty, sweet, spicy flavors together. Honestly, I think this is one of those foods that some people will love and some people may not enjoy at all. Even many Vietnamese people don't eat this dish. But if you visit Vietnam someday and want to try something very local, maybe you can try it once for the experience. And that's all for today's video. I hope you enjoyed spending this quiet day with me. And maybe through this video, you could feel a little bit of the peaceful atmosphere of the Vietnamese countryside. Thank you so much for watching. Take care, and see you again in the next video. Bye-bye. Oh, if you still want to keep watching, then let me tell you a little story about this butterfly. While I was walking around the road this afternoon, I suddenly saw a small, beautiful butterfly resting on a tree branch. I went closer to film it. I wondered why it wasn't flying away. So I gently touched the branch. Oh no, it fell to the ground. That was the moment I realized it had already died. I still don't understand. How could it die while holding onto a vertical branch like that? How could it still stay there even after it died? I really don't know. Poor little butterfly. I picked a small flower and placed it beside it, like a little goodbye. And I covered it with a leaf. Goodbye, little butterfly.